Hey, this is Elizabeth with Mad for Macrame. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this basket using a wooden base. To get started, you're going to need a 6-inch wooden base. This one has 10 mm holes, a 9 and 7 mm crochet hook, some scissors, and I'm going to use some 5 mm braided cord. This is the outlet cord that I have available on my shop, and I'll be sure to link it above and post it in the description. You want to leave your tail about 6 to 8 inches long. We're going to use this to close a couple rounds on this basket. I like to make a loop, and you can insert your hook in any hole. I'm going to start with the 7 mm and pull that loop through. For this first round, we're going to create slip stitches. To make a slip stitch, you insert your hook in the next hole, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the one that's already on your hook. Continue making slip stitches for the rest of this round, and I'll meet you back on the last hole and show you how to use the tail. For this last hole, instead of using your working cord, you want to switch and hold on to your tail. So we're going to pull up a loop using this tail. When you insert your hook, pull up a loop using the tail, and then pull that cord all the way through the stitch. To close the round, you want to make an invisible close. Under this first stitch that we created, you want to insert your hook from the back and pull that cord through front to back. Now we're going to insert it through the center of the last stitch on this round. Flip your base over, insert your hook, and then pull that cord through. To start round 2, we need to chain 1. You're going to insert your hook in this hole where the tail is sticking out, and you're going to go directly behind the stitch, directly into that hole. Grab your working cord, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then chain 1. For the rest of the round, we're going to make single crochet stitches, and we're going to insert our hook directly behind the stitch in the hole, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both. You're going to continue making these single crochet stitches all the way around the base. And then when you get to this last hole, I'll meet you back and show you how to use the tail to close the round. On this last hole, we're actually going to finish the stitch with the tail. So insert your hook and pull up a loop using your working cord, and then switch to your tail. So we're going to yarn over with our tail, and then pull that cord all the way through. To close the round, we're going to use the tail and make that invisible close. So under this top stitch, insert your hook from back to front under that V and pull that cord through. Now insert your hook in this last V through the center, and then pull that cord through. Always from front to back. Now to start in round 3, we're going to use the 9 mm hook, and we're going to insert it where this tail is sticking out. So the center of this V. This is called the back loop. Make sure you insert your hook through that second back loop too. I like to stitch around my tail to hide it as I work. So grab your working cord and pull up a loop and chain one. Now we're going to make single crochets in the back loop. So insert your hook through the center of that V, making sure to pick up that second back loop, and the tail needs to be on top to stitch around it. Yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. I'm going to finish making these single crochets in the back loop all the way around, and then I'll meet you back and show you how we start the next. After you finish round 3, you can see how these stitches start to turn up. You actually want to push them down. Round 3 is the first round of our side walls. For the rest of the basket, we're going to make waistcoat stitches. And to join each round, we're going to use the invisible join. To do that, the loop on your hook, you want to pull it out, and we're going to pull it under this first stitch, under this top V. So insert your hook from back to front and then pull this loop through. You don't want your loop too big, so you can pull back on your working cord to make sure that loop is a little bit smaller. Directly below the loop and to the right, you'll see the V on the side. You want to insert your hook in the center of this V and pull up a loop. Want to make sure on the back side that that hook is between those two posts. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now add that second loop on our hook. Yarn over and pull through both. The invisible join makes the first top V and side V in the next round. To make waistcoat stitches, you're going to insert your hook in the center of that side V, making sure it's splitting those posts. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through both, just like a single crochet. You're going to continue this pattern of making waistcoat stitches and then joining the rounds using that invisible join until you reach the height that you're looking for. I'm going to complete round 10 in waistcoat stitches and I will meet you back. I completed 7 rounds of waistcoat stitches and I think this is the height that I'm looking for. I finished round 10. So for round 11, I like to add slip stitches around the top for decoration. And to do that, you want to insert your hook under the top V, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the one on your hook. So that joins the round, and then you continue pulling up a loop and then pull it through the one on your hook, all the way around. I'm going to finish this round of slip stitches and I'll meet you back. On your last slip stitch, you can go ahead and cut your cord. And pull your hook out and then pull that cord all the way through. I'm going to use my smaller hook, the 7mm, and I'm going to create a fake stitch here on the side. So I like to insert my hook from the top down to the bottom and then pull that cord through underneath that side V. We're just making another fake stitch. And then it needs to go through the center of that last V that we created on that round. So just find a nice spot to insert your hook from the inside and then pull that cord through towards the back. Don't worry about this part too much. You just want to make it look as seamless as possible. Now weave in your end and then clip the excess off. I have these little leather tags and I like to use them over that last stitch we created. It kind of hides any imperfections in those stitches. I'll make sure they're linked in the description. And this is how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching and you found this tutorial helpful. If you would, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.